Hi, I'm Mandy Hudson. Welcome to Gulf South Outdoors.
Bring him in the boat, bring him in the boat. Good fish, Steve, that a boy.
That means everybody on the boat's caught a fish, haven't they?
Nah.
Oh, wait. Barry hadn't caught one yet. He'll get one.
That's some funny stuff. That's funny. You ought to be a comedian. Yeah! This is the redfish action you dream of. Whoa, look at this fish. This is a huge fish.
It was so big, I thought it was a shark.
Yeah, baby! All in a day's work on Gulf South Outdoors.
Heading out to one of my favorite fishing spots in the world, the grass flats off of Cat Island, with two of my favorite fishing partners, Steve and Keaton Day. Our hopes were high that the trout that frequent this area from the late spring through the early fall would be here.
There he is. Yeah. Woo, baby.
And though I've had great success here in the past, I have had my share of problems as well.
Today I'm fishing with two of my favorite people in the world to fish with, Steve Day and Keaton Day. But it seems like every time we come out here we do two things. One, we catch a lot of fish, and two, I end up throwing a rod overboard. The last 3 times I've been out here with these guys, I've thrown a rod overboard. The last time, Keaton actually got in the water with me and he found it in the dark. Today, even if I don't catch a whole lot of fish, if I don't throw a rod over, hey, I've got to consider it a good day. But hopefully, we catch a lot of fish.
Steve and Keaton were using the popping cork with the grub suspended about 20 inches underneath. Since both of them were using this bait, I decided to go with the top water lure, which has been one of our most productive baits here.
I don't know how many people. There he is. Woo! In the boat.
The movement of the falling tide on this day wasn't happening until later, so we knew we were out here a little early. But with a day this beautiful and water this slick, we just couldn't resist. Even though we were using our most productive lures in some of the most productive water we fish, with the tide at a standstill, we weren't really expecting any action until much later. But it was only Keaton's third cast when we got a really big surprise.
God! Kiki, you got him? God!
Our big surprise was a huge fish cutting across this flat and exploding on Keaton's cork.
God!
But what kind of fish is it? A jack crevalle, a shark, or a cobia?
God!
Or could it be something completely different?
Kiki, you got him? He's still under, man.
The only way we'll really know for sure what this fish is, well, is for Keaton to land it, or at least get it close enough for us to identify.
God!
Either way,
Bring him in, bring him in.
we'll find out what happens when Gulf South Outdoors returns.
You could say I know a thing or two about winning. And if you're looking for a great deal, I know you're sure to win when you come to Turan Foley and Gulfport.
Pay just $159 a month on new Chevy Cruises, $189 a month on new Chevy Malibus, or $219 a month on new Camaros at Turan Foley Chevy Cadillac Buick in Gulfport.
It's America's largest block party. Cruisin' the Coast is back October 5th through the 12th, and you're invited. Come stay on the Mississippi Gulf Coast and enjoy a full week of antique, classic, and hot rod vehicles, nostalgic music, and special events. Car enthusiasts showcase their rides and cruise our beautiful 26-mile stretch of beachside highway from Bay St. Louis to Ocean Springs. Book a room now on the Mississippi Gulf Coast for this once-a-year event. Cruisin' the Coast. Go to cruisinthecoast.com for details.
I'm Chipper McDermott, Mayor of Pass-Christian, and I'm proud to announce the newest commercial harbor facility on the coast. Pass-Christian Harbor will be open soon for commercial and recreational use and will accommodate boats to 70 feet and longer. The historic Pass-Christian Harbor has undergone a $35 million expansion, adding new separate commercial and recreation areas. Shrimp and oysters and other seafood can be bought at the dock and served up at one of the nearby restaurants, along with cold drinks, a cool breeze, and a spectacular sunset. But wherever you are, you get oysters in the can, they're going to come from Pass-Christian.
Located in Uzbekistan, the Aral Sea is the site of the world's worst man-made natural disaster and once home to the world's largest bioweapons lab. From award-winning author Frank Willem comes The Aral, another thrill ride novel as Quentin Dawson try to keep these bioweapons out of the hands of terrorists. USA Today bestseller Mary Buckham calls The Aral an international thriller that runs at a breakneck pace. The Aral by Frank Willem. Get your copy today at frankwillem.com. On Thursday, September 25th, come join Frank at Bernie's on Eisenhower Drive in Biloxi from 6 to 8 p.m. You can pick up a signed copy of his latest book and sample some of FEB's fine craft beers.
No matter the job or occasion, ABC Rental has you covered.
Hey, Barry Foster here, and when I head to the great outdoors, I take the comforts of home with me with Foley RV and Airstream of Mississippi. Top lines like Dutchman, Coleman, Wilderness, Whitewater, and Infinity, with fifth wheels starting at just $29,995, travel trailers at $99.95, and motorhomes starting from $49,995. Foley RV has the right fit for you. Foley RV and Airstream of Mississippi, located right next to Turan Foley Chevrolet Cadillac Buick in Gulfport.
This program is brought to you in part by Cedar Swamp Outfitters and Goshen for all your fishing, hunting, and apparel needs.
Because it was such a beautiful day, Steve Day, Keaton Day, and I decided to leave a little early and head to Cat Island and hopefully get a little lucky and have some action on a slack tide. Well, not long after we arrived here, we got a big surprise
You got him?
as something exploded on Keaton's lure.
Bring him in, bring him in. Needing that?
As we left the last segment, we asked the question, what kind of fish was this, and does Keaton get it in where we can actually make a positive ID?
God! Kiki, you got him? He's still under, man. Is he on there?
You're never gonna believe me.
What?
That was a lemon fish.
Was that a lemon fish?
You're never gonna believe me.
What?
That was a lemon fish.
Was that a lemon fish?
Keaton thought it was a lemon fish, or as I call them, cobia. I was thinking more Jack Crevalle. But since it broke Keaton off, well, we'll really never know for sure. Or will we? Now, to support Keaton's guess that this was a lemon fish, here's what happened 1 year earlier in exactly the same location.
Just let me get over there.
It was 1 year earlier, almost to the day, when Keaton and I were fishing the exact spot we're fishing on today's show. After working this area for a while, Keaton spotted a big fish sitting on the edge of a sandbar. He thought this was a lemon fish too. I wasn't real sure until this happened.
Cobia, big giant cobia, Keaton. God almighty.
Is it a lemon fish?
It's a big giant cobia. 40, 50 pounds, Keaton.
Where'd it go?
I think I spooked him.
By the way, for those of you who are confused, cobia and lemonfish are two different names for the same fish.
Cobia, big giant cobia, Keaton.
God almighty.
Is it a lemon fish?
It's a big giant cobia.
Regardless of what you call them, lemon fish or cobia, seeing one in this same spot 1 year earlier made Keaton's guess at identifying this fish seem a lot more believable. And then just like 1 year earlier, this happened. Again.
Here he goes. He just went under the boat.
Swear to God, it was lemon fish.
Unbelievable.
It's on the side of it.
He was in some bait, Keith.
Then, not long after that cobia swam under the boat, this happened.
Oh, dang it! Hello, Mr. Jack.
Greg gets dark now, so I can get that.
That wasn't Jack, boys. Look at that. Goodness gracious.
Break you off of the spool?
Yeah, it broke me off the spool. I thought it broke my rod at first. It sounded like a crack, but it was all the way down here in the spool. And that, folks, is what a Jack Crevalle will do to you when you're fishing with 8-pound tests.
There's your cord.
Where's my cord? Go get it, go get it, go get it. See if he's still on there. Go, 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 go. That thing cost me $1.69.
When we headed out here, we knew we'd be fishing a slack tide for a while, but we were hopeful, yet doubtful, about finding speckled trout until the tide started falling later in the afternoon. And now, to add to a slack tide, we knew there were at least 2 large predators on this flat that typically should be scaring trout away. So our hopes for catching trout early were less than they were when we started. But this day was just full of surprises.
Bring him in, bring him in. Need net?
No, I don't think so.
The action's been great so far, but it's about to get even better, so stay tuned.
Gulf South Outdoors, brought to you by Turan Foley Chevrolet Cadillac Buick in Gulfport.
You could say I know a thing or two about winning, and if you're looking for a great deal, I know you're sure to win when you come to Turan Foley in Gulfport.
Pay just $159 a month on new Chevy Cruises, $189 a month on new Chevy Malibus, or $219 a month on new Camaros at Turan Foley Chevy Cadillac Buick in Gulfport.
No matter the job or occasion, ABC Ruddle has you covered.
Hey, Barry Foster here, and when I head to the great outdoors, I take the comforts of home with me with Foley RV and Airstream of Mississippi.
Top lines like Dutchman, Coleman, Wilderness, Whitewater, and Infinity, with fifth wheels starting at just $29,995, travel trailers at $99.95, and motorhomes starting from $49,995. Foley RV has the right fit for you. Foley RV and Airstream of Mississippi, located right next to Turan Foley Chevrolet Cadillac Buick in Gulfport.
Don't let your old glasses come between you and what's important. Find your focus at Kern Optical.
With our full-service lab and certified opticians, you get the right glasses fast. With the latest lens technology from Essilor and Crizal.
And you'll look good too, with frames from top brands like Ray-Ban, Dolce & Gabbana, Silhouette, and more.
Find your focus and see clearly.
Kern Optical in Gulfport and D'Iberville.
Bye for you.
Looking for the best seafood in Mississippi? All signs point to Half Shell. At Half Shell Oyster House, our world is more than your oyster. It's full of tempting choices for lunch and dinner with seafood, steak, pasta, and salads. With generous portions served up with Southern hospitality. Half Shell Oyster House in Gulfport, Biloxi, and now open in Hattiesburg. Check out our monthly appetizer and entree specials on Facebook or at halfshelloysterhouse.com.
Goodness gracious.
Break you off of the spool?
Yeah, it broke me off the spool. I thought it broke my rod at first. It sounded like a crack, but it was all the way down here in the spool.
We were surprised at the way this day had started, with 2 big fish breaking Keaton and I off in just the first few minutes of fishing. But then after Keaton had retied, we were really surprised that despite all the things working against us, we had actually found speckled trout.
Uh-oh, first fish of the day by Keaton. Always a good sign.
Nice trout.
Nice trout, Kiki. Nice trout. Atta boy, Kiki. Atta boy. Hold him up to the camera.
And as soon as Keaton's was in, Steve was on.
Atta boy, Henry. Atta boy, good fish, Steve. Need a net?
No.
Atta boy. Bring him in the boat. Bring him in the boat. Good fish, Steve. Atta boy. Good job.
That means everybody on the boat's caught a fish, haven't they?
Nah.
Oh, wait. Barry hadn't caught one yet. He'll get one.
That's some funny stuff. That's funny. You ought to be a comedian. Oh, you just wait. See, I spot them, baby. I spot them.
With two nice fish in the boat on this drift, we made our way back to where we started to try it again.
So far, on our first drift, we have two fish. We ain't talking about who caught them. It was one of the guys wearing a visor has not yet caught a fish. He is the older of the two visor-clad people. Keaton hadn't caught a fish.
That's what I heard.
I have to tell you, fishing between Barry and Keaton is one of those things that, to a regular guy like me, they see things and hear things in the water that I just don't understand. I'm just casually popping my cork, and they're hearing a trout off the bow, or what's that blowing back there, or this bait. That's the best kind of bait to throw at. Look at those shrimp jumping. And all I can do is see the Gulf.
Steve was being really nice, talking about what great anglers Keaton and I were. But all the action for the next few minutes belonged to him.
There he is, Steven. Atta boy. Good trout, Steve. Nice trout, Steve. Atta boy, atta boy, atta boy. Beautiful. Yeah.
Hold down.
Put down.
You want to?
I will.
Yeah, that's good. Nice trout.
Atta boy, Henry. Oh my gosh. He's killing us. Good fish, Steve. Good fish, Steve.
Oh, catch him, Barry. I threw him to you.
Hey,
If
man.
you hadn't caught anything all day, I thought I'd let you catch that one.
No, center fielder was calling me off the ball. Off the fish.
Then Keaton jumped back in on the action.
Trout. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Hold on, before you cast that, that's how you put them in the boat.
Oh, I actually in the boat. See, Steve, they're supposed to go in the boat.
Finally, I was able to join the party.
Fish. Y'all look at him coming around the boat.
I'm looking at him. I'm looking for him. He's high, he's going low. That may be a catfish.
Think?
No, I'm thinking.
Or a big trout.
Or a log.
Woo! How about that? Yes, sir. Well, I'm at least in the game now, boys. How about that? That's a nice trout. I'll go about 17.
The good news is we're catching fish. The great news is this tide movement is only getting better.
We've had pretty good action so far, but the best is yet to come. Don't go anywhere.
Crown Leisure Marine in D'Iberville is your home for Key West, Frontier, Blackjack, and Blazer Bay boats, chosen because they match our Gulf Coast lifestyle. Saltwater boats that perform equally well inshore or at our beautiful coastal islands. Powered by Yamaha, Mercury, and Suzuki, backed by the people who have been the service leader for 38 years. For the best boat, best motor, best service, and best price, come see Crown Leisure Marine in beautiful downtown D'Iberville.
Water. Since we first set foot on these shores, it has been the lifeblood of our community. I'm Barry Foster, and at Gulfport Public Works, we know what reliable service means to you, and we work every day to ensure that yours is the very best. Our world-leading technology now allows us to monitor water quality at all times. Our service employees have onboard computers for immediate response, reducing repair time. A maintenance department that makes sure they're always on the road serving you. Keeping the lifeblood of our community flowing, that's Gulfport Public Works, the heart of our community. And here's a tip where you can help keep our water clean. Please don't put your leaves in the storm drain. They can break down and pollute our Gulf waters. So do your part and bag your leaves. A helpful hint from Gulfport Public Works.
Looking for the best seafood in Mississippi? All signs point to Half Shell. At Half Shell Oyster House, our world is more than your oyster. It's full of tempting choices for lunch and dinner with seafood, steak, pasta, and salads. With generous portions served up with Southern hospitality. Half Shell Oyster House in Gulfport, Biloxi, and now open in Hattiesburg. Check out our monthly appetizer and entree specials on Facebook or at halfshelloysterhouse.com.
I work most weekends. So when I do get a weekend off, my honey-do list is as long as my boat. So I have to go to the one place that has everything I need, Phillips Building Supply. So no matter what I'm doing, I can depend on Phillips to help me get the job done right, and that's good for me. And Phillips is a locally owned company, so that's good for everybody. Spend less time shopping and more time doing. Phillips Building Supply. Or a big trout.
Or a log.
Woo!
When we left this action, we had 3 hookups in a row. Well, then the fishing really started heating up.
Here, let me wipe some of your pants. Attaboy, Keith. There he is. There he is.
If you need one, but I got to rub it.
His head low. His head low. His head low. Bring him in the house. Yeah. On top water, baby. Woo. Woo. I love catching on top water. Woo, baby. He just came up. We've been catching them on soft plastics under a cork, and I just asked if anybody had been catching, we've thrown the top water here. First time I threw the top water out, about a 17-incher. I'll take it. I'll take it. That was the fish. It just missed mine, y'all. That's a nice fish, Steve. With the net.
No. Surfing, man.
Ooh, nice fish, Henry. Attaboy, Adam, get him in, attaboy. Yes, yes. Woo. That is a nice fish, Steve.
Like I said, the action was only getting better, and it showed no signs of slowing down now.
Fish. At Vaughn Law Bond Designs, they take pride in turning dream homes into reality. Their award-winning home designs have earned them national recognition, including induction into the Home Styles Hall of Fame. For your dream home, turn to the very best in home designs. Vaughn Law Bond Designs, turning dream homes into reality.
matter the job or occasion, ABC Rental has you covered.
Hey, Barry Foster here, and when I head to the great outdoors, I take the comforts of home with me with Foley RV and Airstream of Mississippi. Top lines like Dutchman, Coleman, Wilderness, Whitewater, and Infinity, with fifth wheels starting at just $29,995, travel trailers at $99.95, and motorhomes starting from $49,995. Foley RV has the right fit for you. Foley RV and Airstream of Mississippi, located right next to Turan Foley Chevrolet Cadillac Buick in Gulfport.
Don't let your old glasses come between you and what's important. Find your focus at Kern Optical.
With our full-service lab and certified opticians, you get the right glasses fast. With the latest lens technology from Essilor and Crizal.
And you'll look good too with frames from top brands like Ray-Ban, Dolce & Gabbana, Silhouette, and more.
Find your focus and see clearly.
Kern Optical in Gulfport and Iberville.
We'll keep eye out for you.
Looking for the best seafood in Mississippi? All signs point to Half Shell. At Half Shell Oyster House, our world is more than your oyster. It's full of tempting choices for lunch and dinner with seafood, steak, pasta, and salads. With generous portions served up with Southern hospitality. Half Shell Oyster House in Gulfport, Biloxi, and now open in Hattiesburg. Check out our monthly appetizer and entree specials on Facebook or at halfshelloysterhouse.com.
That is the single most tiring thing in all of fishing.
On this trip to Cat Island, we had gone from beginning the trip with Keaton and I having our lines broken to catching big trout on every cast.
Good fish. Attaboy.
And it looked like this action was going to stay hot.
Attaboy, Keaton. Nice fish, bud. I finally hooked up on another nice one.
After hours of battling fish,
in the boat, in the boat, in the boat, in the boat. There we go. Woo!
We started battling daylight, but there was time for at least a few more.
Oh, they fooled around with it one too many times. Woo! All right. Man, they just kept hitting it, kept hitting it, kept hitting it.
What a day. We caught a limit of fish, and best of all, I didn't throw a rod overboard.
Another great day in the great outdoors. For Barry, Frank, and the whole Gulf South Outdoors crew, I'm Mandy Hudson. Thanks for watching.